Welcome to ACO Movie Explain in English, your go-to channel for in-depth movie breakdowns, explanations, and reviews of the latest and most intriguing films. We simplify complex movie plots, explore hidden details, and analyze themes so you can fully understand and enjoy every film. Whether you're a movie lover, a fan of storytelling, or just curious about a film's deeper meaning, we've got you covered. Subscribe now and never miss a new movie explanation. A man named Steve breaks into a mine to discover the Orb of Dominance and the Earth Crystal, and he uses them to enter the overworld. Steve builds a paradise all for himself, when he stumbles across a portal which transports him to the Nether. Whilst in the Nether, Steve is seized by the Piglin leader named Malgosha. Unfortunately, Malgosha wants to destroy the overworld as revenge for being criticized during the overworld talent show. Steve gets his dog Dennis to hide the orb to prevent anyone else from entering. In the present day, a man named Garrett, the garbage man, wins a contest and opens up his own game store. One day, Garrett receives an eviction notice and goes out to find some stuff to sell for money, including the contents of Steve's old house. In his search for items, Garrett comes across both the orb and the Earth Crystal. Meanwhile, Henry and Natalie have recently lost their parents and have moved to Idaho, and they meet with a real estate agent who wants to open their own petting zoo. Unfortunately, Henry is told off on his first day of school after his jetpack goes haywire and knocks over a mascot on top of a potato chip factory. Henry pretends that Garrett is his uncle to avoid getting into any more trouble and unintentionally reactivates the portal by combining the orb and Earth Crystal. Henry and Garrett are transported to the mines, ultimately causing Natalie to worry. Natalie and Dawn join the others and the quartet arrive in the overworld. Malgosha is informed about others entering and she realizes Steve from his prison cell to retrieve it. The four fight off monsters at night and Henry learns how to build and creates a fortress. While attempting to enter, Garrett accidentally breaks the orb, and as the sun begins to rise, Steve comes to rescue them. Steve then tells them to go to the woodland mansion to replace the orb. Steve comes with them to a nearby village and demonstrates how to craft, before being separated from each other in a piglin attack. Steve, Henry and Garrett narrowly escape from a ghast by defeating it, whilst Natalie and Dawn discover Dennis the dog, who promises to reunite them with Steve. Piglin retaliates by releasing the Great Hog. The Great Hog hunts down the boys who escape in minecarts. To add insult to injury, the Great Hog is blown up by a bunch of creepers. Upon arrival at the mansion, Steve and Garrett put on mushroom hats to distract the pillagers by throwing a birthday party, allowing Henry to take both the Earth Crystal and the Ender Pearl. Piglin sends out a new Great Hog, who blows up the bridge leading to the mansion. Steve and Henry escape whilst Garrett sacrifices himself, but ultimately survives the explosion anyway. Inside a mushroom house, they all reconcile, while Piglin possesses the Orb of Dominance and enhances its power, declaring war on the overworld. The five friends craft an arsenal of weapons along with a group of iron golems and plan to fight Piglin back. Malgosha tries several surprise attacks on Steve, but ultimately dies, and the quintet arrive back at the Earth portal, before Steve hands Dennis over to Dawn. Back on Earth, the five become quite successful and create their own video game called Block City Battle Buddies. Whilst Dawn opens a zoo with Dennis, Natalie teaches self-defense, Henry finally accomplishes building his jetpack, and Steve and Garrett make music together in Garrett's store. Steve returns to his old home in the real world to collect a chest he'd left in the attic, when he met with the current owner of the house, a woman named Alex.